Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Nemo, and in this video I'm going to do something a little bit unusual and unrelated to the music. But I'm not a big gamer, but I do play games here and there, mostly on my MacBook. And I thought it can be wise to buy a PlayStation controller or any controller instead of damaging my keyboard or touch screen. As you can see, the only content in this box is the wireless controller by PlayStation and instruction manual. So it's not much, and as you can see, this wireless controller does have some properties like haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, built-in microphone, and signature comfort, which I believe we are all more or less are familiar with. I don't expect a lot of challenges, but you know me if you following this channel. It was little bit challenge to open it cleanly. It's very simple box, and as you can see, this is the an instruction manual you should read. And this is the controller. It's wireless. Does mean that it works with Bluetooth. And yeah, pretty good shape. I think it's comfortable, and it seems it's good material on it, but we'll see. So I'm just folding this, and I'm going to charge my uh, new PlayStation controller. My expectation was it should be pretty complicated, or at least a little bit complicated, to pair this controller to my MacBook. When I connect it to MacBook to charge via USB connection, USB to USB-C, it already was connected. So as you can see, I didn't do anything, but it's already in there, defined as a DualSense wireless controller. So I choose it, and I think I had to push the PS button in the middle of the controller. Maybe I should do it twice. Yeah, as you can see, it's already connected. So there was no pairing. It was already defined and connect and paired to my device. Maybe it's because it is MacBook, and by default it should know the new device like PlayStation. I have no idea. Or maybe it's just a software. And as you can see, when I enter to the game, it already changed the configuration from keyboard to PlayStation controller. So I don't. I wanted to teach something or telling you how to do it and how to do that, but there was no need. And when you choose your controller, which is it look like a Xbox controller, but anyway, you can choose different modes, touch drive, manual, which I have no idea how does it work. It's my first time to use this controller, at least with MacBook or any PC. And in the game you can see how this button works. Again, it seems for this game the default is Xbox controller. But if you are interested to learn it how these buttons works on your PlayStation controller, you need to go to the website and you can find what are the controller button function on PS5 console is. The directional button is the area which is coded by A, and B is a create button. Touchpad option button is the D. Action buttons which you are, I think you are familiar with, like cross button, circle, triangle, and square button. And right stick or R3 button used for movement, and it depends on which game you're playing. PS button, if you press it once, access to the control center, and if you press and hold, you go to the home screen. And yeah, as you can see, R1 and R2, L1 and L2 is depend on the game, and the same with L3. You just need to, in the mute button is very interesting for me because there is actually a place for headphone jack output, so you can directly connect your headphone to your controller, and you can choose also to mute it. So last thing but not least is that if you want to back to your keyboard, and if you for whatever reason you don't need to use your wireless controller, you just need to turn the Bluetooth off. In the end, I just found out that this controller also have some effect on my macOS, so it's a little bit creepy. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends. Till next time, take care.